Hello, my loves. It's Tiffany, the Miracles Coach. So, just FYI, I have been getting over some serious throat issues, and yeah, so my voice is not 100%, but I'm going to record this anyway because I got stuff to say. All right, so anyway, I actually recorded a Miracles Unscripted episode for you guys since January 13th, and I have not put it out yet because I knew that there were a lot of things I forgot that I wanted to say. So I'm re-recording this today, and I've been without my voice for about 3 days now. And yeah, it's been really frustrating because I feel like I released a lot of energy by sharing Miracles Unscripted publicly, and I shut down my Facebook group, which I've had for a decade. And I put my blood, sweat, and tears into that group and built it to almost 2,000 people. And it just was hard to let it go. I feel like God has been guiding me to let it go for some time now, and he's been patient, very patient, and I'm very grateful for that. But I just did not want to let it go. Every time I felt the call to let it go, I just kept making excuses about why I should keep it and why I shouldn't. And then I realized, like, listen, girl, you're moving into a new era, okay? And everything cannot go with you. And also, I feel like in some ways the Facebook group represents the hiding, right? Because that's where I hid. I came out publicly, I got people into that group, and then I stayed there and I did not go out of that group. So I think it's almost like a cord cutting, like I need to let go of the group. And so I did that. And so I've had a lot of vulnerability, a lot of change, a lot of transition and all that stuff going on over the past week. And yeah, I think it just kind of caught up. My nervous system was just like, hey, we're doing way too much right now. And so, yeah, my voice has been gone for a few days. And so anyway, it's back and I could not wait. Yesterday I was about maybe 80%, 70%. And I was just like, I probably need to give myself another day. Today is about 90% and we're just going to go with this 90%. So anyway, all of that to say, I have so much to share with you. I don't even know where to start. But what I will say is that back on the 13th, I was like kind of talking to God and listening to some things that I normally listen to and, my coaches, different things that inspire me. I did some meditation and all those different things. And in my quiet time, I came out very inspired. And I was just like, okay, what do I want to do going forward? Because I knew that I have the Miracle Oasis, and I really haven't told you guys about any of the offers that I have because I really haven't been in a space of really feeling called to share anything like that yet. I just wanted to share the surrender experience, which we will be getting back to very soon, I promise. It's just that I have been without my voice. I wanted to get all this stuff done, talking about this with you last week, and then move into this week and get back to work on my YouTube channel and putting my surrender experience videos up. But yeah, it's all been kind of crazy. So I knew that I wanted to create something small, something where people could just kind of come in and get something quick and create some miracles together in a 30-day period or so. And so I decided that I wanted to do a 22-day experience so we could anchor into this new miracles era. Like, I'm super excited about 2026. I already feel like there's so many miracles happening already this year. And actually, even last year, like, things have been miraculous for me. And I really want to share this energy, and I really want us to anchor into this new miracles era because the miracles era is a big thing. It's something that God downloaded to me back at the end of 2023. So I knew we were stepping into a miracles era. And now I realized that day when I was sitting and I was like, feeling really inspired when I came out, something that God downloaded to me at that moment was the millions in miracles era. And it just kind of dropped in and I was just like, whoa, okay. Not just the miracles era, because miracles are really, really big. Like I said, the miracles era is a big thing. It's something that I've been talking about for years now, and it's something I've been really excited about. But in this particular situation, I felt like God was saying, this is not just miracles, even though miracles are huge by themselves. And, saying just miracles just sounds insane because miracles are miracles. Like, they like nothing can compare to them. You can't put a label on miracles. Miracles are extraordinary. But they should be normally happening in our lives. And so I think, first of all, with the miracles era, we want to kind of help you get into an energy that miracles are just happening all around you, that you see. And please forgive me because I'm probably going to clear my throat a few times or whatever in this audio because I'm still not 100% yet. But miracles should just be normally happening in your life. But then when God dropped in this miracles with the millions thing, I was like, wow. So he was being clear that I'm not just talking about miracles in this era, but money too. And that's funny because I can see that, right? Miracles were definitely happening over the past few years. But what God is explaining now is that it's money too. Because miracles, like I said, they can be a lot of things, but money tends to be more difficult. Like miracles and money should be simple. We shouldn't make it super complicated, but money does tend to be more difficult and complicated for most people. So in this particular experience and in this era that God is now showing me that we're in, we're focusing on money, wealth, and even more specifically, the millions that you know are meant for you. And maybe, I mean, millions is the trajectory that I'm on, but maybe you're not quite there yet, and that's okay. I don't want you to feel like, well, I don't know if I'm meant to be a millionaire. You know, I don't know if everybody has that goal or that desire. And if you have that desire, let me be clear right now, okay? If you have that desire, it is meant for you. I want to be very clear because everybody does not have this dream. Everybody does not have this desire. But if you do, this message is for you. These are the people that I'm speaking to. And I really want us to anchor into that energy because, like I said, sometimes miracles can be very simple and they should be effortless to bring in. They should be very normal in our lives. And I really want us to normalize miracles. But I also want us to start normalizing high amounts of money because I don't think any of us are meant to be broke. It's not benefiting God in any way for us to be broke. It's not benefiting us. It's not benefiting the world in any way for us to be broke or not have money. So God wants you to have wealth. I really want to make that clear. So whether you think it's millions right now or maybe you're not quite there yet, that's okay. But we can still get on the trajectory of whatever it is that you feel you're meant for at this time. And you know what you're feeling. I've known that I've been meant to be rich my entire life, like ever since I was a child. My mom used to clean houses and stuff, and I used to be in the houses with her. And I would be dreaming about how I was going to live in a house like that one day, and people would be cleaning for me. I never, ever once felt like, oh, this is what my life is, and I'm just always going to be cleaning for other people. No, I knew that I was meant for amazing, extraordinary things. And I know that you probably know that as well. Miracles should be and are happening all around us every day. You should be experiencing them. And if you're not experiencing them, if you're not seeing them in your immediate field, it's because you have not been open to them. You are not allowing them in. And so really this experience that I want to create is really about us learning how to open the space to bring the miracles in, to draw them and magnetize them to us, really creating the energy in a field of stability and certainty that allows these miracles to be drawn to us. Because like I said, they're always happening. It's the same thing with millions. Millions are circulating all around us every day. Everywhere you go to the bank, you go to the grocery store, you go wherever you're going, there are always millions circulating around you. There are millionaires walking around you every day. And so we really have to understand that this money and these miracles are circulating around us all the time. And all we have to do is tap into it. It's almost like the easiest way that I ever hear people talk about frequency is like a radio station. It's just like when you turn a dial and you're on 106.3 or you turn it to your 98.6 or whatever radio stations you're tuning into. You just need to tune into it. All of these things are already happening. All of these timelines are already available to you. You just got to get yourself on the right frequency. Okay. And so this experience that I want to create is really all about that. It's just kind of taking in all of this energy and really understanding what's meant for us and who we're meant to be. So everything that I do is going to be and has always been pretty much from an identity standpoint. The frequency of miracles, we need to tap into that, our miraculous frequency, because we are miracles and we need to be radiating that out into the world. And so even this year, I've just realized like my energy has up-leveled, like my mentorship, like the mentors that have come into my space in the past few months, I'm just blown away by. In the past year or so, I've just been like, who are these people and where have they been my entire life? And they've all been around. It's just that I haven't been tapped in, right? Excuse me. And as soon as I got tapped into that energy, I started to see that, oh my God, these people have always been here and I've been missing out all these years, right? And so these ideas started to come through about the millions and the miracles. And one of the things that I got really excited about is that this is the miraculous millionaire era we are stepping into. An era where we are collapsing time to grow our businesses in a way that is exponential and that is inexplicable and that is just miraculous. And it's almost like we just can't even fathom how it all happened. Like this is the acceleration energy. Like this year is bringing, I keep hearing like this is the year of the fire horse, and I don't know what all of that means exactly because I haven't done a lot of research and digging into it, but I keep hearing people talk about this year is about this fire horse energy that we're stepping into, an acceleration energy, an energy of momentum, and I can feel it, right? It's a very strong energy, and I don't know if you feel it. I know I definitely feel it, and it feels almost like, feels really massive, like something massive and extraordinary is happening. And I can't quite put it into words. I can't quite articulate it yet, but I just can feel the energy of it, you know? And so this year, I just feel like it's going to be huge, and not just for me, but for so many of us. I believe for you too, when we tap in though to this energy of anything is possible, any and everything is possible for us this year if we allow God to lead us in everything we're doing. As we embody the frequency of miracles and our oneness with God, we exude that energy and radiate that energy out into the world. So there's a divine ripple effect, and we just start affecting all of these other people all around us. Especially if you have a call like this, you know, you run a business or something like this, you are meant to be doing these things and sharing this out into the world. And I'm not talking about like this energy of like proving and, you know, performing for the internet and feeling like we got to meet the algorithm's demands and all of that kind of stuff and trying to do what we see other people are doing to see if it works for us. No, this is about you really sitting with God every day, taking the time to really take in what God is showing you about what steps you need to take for that day, and then just going and taking those steps. And that's why I realized that Miracles Unscripted, I have so much to share about that too, because I shared the first video or audio with you guys, and then I realized like there was so much more I need to share with you guys about that. So I won't get into it here, but we need to be anchored into our own energy and our frequency with God, like that oneness with God, and then allow that to radiate out of us. And once we do that, we'll start realizing that there's no more know, like, and trust. Like, you know, there used to be this thing in the coaching industry where people should know you and like you and trust you. And that makes sense. And I get that. And, you know, I followed that for many years. I understood that as a concept in my business. But now it's more about you knowing, loving, and trusting yourself. Yeah. Like that is what this is about. And as you do that, you realize that you're radiating that energy out, and people are just automatically drawn to it, and they're drawn to you. And it's all about bringing the full you, the authentic you, to the surface. You got to be authentically and unapologetically you, and not giving any F's about anybody outside or what anybody thinks about it. Just bringing your full energy, your full self, your full frequency to the forefront, and allowing the world to see who it is that you are, so they can make the decision about whether they want to be connected to you, because they can make that decision for themselves, but you also have to make that decision. By your energy, you can decide who you're wanting to be connected to as well. Your energy is going to bring in the people that you want to be connected to. So by how you are expressing yourself out into the world, that determines who's magnetized to you. Does that make sense? So it's not about manipulating things or forcing things or trying to get people to like you or performing for them or anything like that. It's just about you being who you are, and people automatically feel that. And then in that way, you bring in the people that you know are meant for you. So I hope that makes sense. So yeah, I'm just super excited about what's to come and about this new era of millions and miracles. And, you know, I've been saying this for a very long time, and I'm just like, okay, millions, God, okay. Like, and I'm not like, I always knew that. So it's not a surprise to me. It's just that like this year, yeah. And I look at that because I'm like, in 2008, I was the girl living in a bedroom in my mom's house on food stamps with 3 kids and my husband. And now we've already come into a good bit of wealth. And to just know that millions is the trajectory that God has me on next is just mind blowing. And I know that a lot of the things that God has been working with me with is self-concept and things like that. And I've always been a confident person. I've always felt like I know who I am. And that's partly because I have a defined G Center in human design. If you know anything about human design, and if you don't, I'm definitely going to be sharing stuff about that. But I always encourage people to know their human design. And with the G Center defined in your human design, it's almost like you know who you are. You don't need to mold and, you know, be a chameleon and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong if that's who you are. If you don't have a defined G Center, then you're probably somebody who's more like a chameleon and you soak up, you know, different energies in different spaces. But that part of me is grounded. I know who I am. I don't feel like I need to impress people. I don't feel like I need to worry about what people think about me. I don't care. And I've always had that kind of certainty about myself. But I think we still go through a lot of different things. Like when we come into an industry like this, there's so much noise and there's so many people around and there's so many things that you're blown away by. Like, wow, this person's doing this and this person's talking about this. And you just can't imagine like how people are doing it. And then you sometimes maybe minimize your own gifts. And I know that this has been my experience sometimes, where I realize like, oh, this person's doing this person doing that. And it almost feels like what I'm doing is not enough, or who I am is not enough. And no, we need to really understand that who we are is amazing. And we should not minimize the gifts that we have. And we really need to get into a place where we really learn that we are effing extraordinary, and we are miraculous and powerful and gifted. And we have, I know that for me personally, especially, I have tons of wisdom and knowledge to share with people. And so I don't ever minimize that anymore. I used to do that all the time and just think that this person was doing something way bigger than me. And I had to realize like, but what you do is still extraordinary. And a lot of times I realize a lot of these people that I look up to and stuff like that, we teach the same kind of stuff. They just teach it in a different way. And people are going to be drawn to my way that are meant to be my people. Yeah. And people are going to be drawn to them who are meant to be their people. And sometimes different people are going to be drawn to different people, and it's fine. All of it is fine. All of it is perfect. But like I was saying, I've just noticed that my self-concept has changed so much, and I see such a difference in myself. I've lost almost 40 pounds. I've just done a lot of different things, like loving my body more, loving who I am more, really honoring my gifts more, and releasing weight that I've carried for decades and all of that. And I'm just changing a lot of things about myself. And I just feel like 2025 was a huge identity upgrade, and I feel like we're continuing to evolve, right? And that is what I want to share with you. That is what I want to help you do in this new program that I am calling Millions in Miracles and 22 Days of Stepping into Your Miraculous Millionaire Energy. Yeah? And so I don't know exactly all the details around it yet, but I definitely just want to create a program that I'm starting in February where we can start to step into this era with power and with knowing who we are and anchored into the identity. Like there's an identity, a miraculous identity that we have that we really need to be operating from, because as long as we're operating from what other people say or what we think is okay, we're just missing out on so many things that are meant for us and that we should be creating. And like I said, these miracles and these millions that are circulating around us that can't quite get in because we're not fully operating in the way that we need to be. And I know that there are a lot of you out there, like I said, that are in the space of knowing that you're meant to be a millionaire. I've even had people articulate that to me. Like, I know that I'm meant to be the first millionaire in my family, or I know I'm meant to leave this particular legacy for my children, that kind of thing. And so that is who this is for. That is who I created this experience for. Those women who know they came here to break generational curses, to build a legacy for their family, to build empires, to come and express who they are and allow the world to see who they are so that they can create the millions and the miracles that they know is meant for them. So that's what I'm super excited about, and I hope you guys are too. I want to go ahead and give you the formal invitation for the 22 Days of Millions and Miracles. Stay tuned for things that you'll be seeing about it, that I'll be sharing about it more. But I wanted to make sure I put it out there so you can get a feel for what's to come. So if you're interested in doing this experience, then there are a couple different ways that you can work with me. First of all, this experience is going to be $22. You can come into that experience and you can just take the 22 days with me. We're going to be going from February 2nd to March 3rd, and we're going to only be doing the actual exercises and things like that Monday through Friday. And so that is a total of 22 days. And those 22 days, we're going to be creating a space, creating an energy and a frequency of millions and miracles so that we can create what it is that we want to create for 2026 and what we believe that God is showing us, that the vision that we have. So there's one way you can come into that experience for the $22. You can also join the Miracles Realm, which is now going to be so there are going to be different levels of membership there, so you can be in the free membership, and I will share things however often I share them. Miracles Unscripted is also something that you'll experience there, so that's something that you will get for free in that space. And then what I've been wanting to create and what I believe that I'm creating at this point is a lower tier level membership, which is going to be $44, and you can join that. And that will have all of any of these little $22 things that I do going forward. And you'll get this one, and you'll get some other things that I've taught. I have a miraculous vision course that I've taught that I really want to share. And I think that it will be perfect to be paired with this experience, because you'll be able to understand how to source vision from within instead of like trying to create goals from the outside. We're not meant to be looking at everything that's going on outside and then be like, okay, yeah, I want that, so I'm gonna make this goal to be a millionaire or to have $1 million or whatever in 2026. It's all about sourcing the vision from within. What is the vision that God has for you? And as we do that, we create the millions and the miracles that are meant for us, or whatever number, financial number is meant for you at this time. Whether it's seven figures, it could be 8 figures, could be beyond, could be not quite there yet. Maybe it's just 6 figures that you're looking for. Whatever it is, you can come into this space and we're going to build a foundation to create that this year. So the Miraculous Vision course, where you learn to source the vision from within so you can find out what the true vision is for you. And then also my Miraculous Enrich AF experience is really awesome because it is my 3-step manifestation process, which this 22-day Millions of Miracles experience is going to be built on. So I'm going to create the experience where I'm giving you exercises that complement the 3-step manifestation process that I've created over the decade of my work. And I learned that there are only 3 steps that you need to see something land into your reality. And I'm going to share all of that with you in this experience, the 22-day experience, if you just want to join that. And then also, like I said, in the $44 experience where you can come into the Miracles Realm and be in a membership. It's a monthly membership. It's kind of open for you to just kind of come in and leave however you choose. But I always ask people to commit at least 3 to 6 months to anything that you're doing with me, because I really do know that the 3 to 6 month mark is the sweet spot. If you consistently do this work for that amount of time, and honestly, it happens super fast if you allow it to. And we're going to talk about a lot of things in this experience where we can collapse time. So I'm going to teach you how to collapse time and not feel like you're bound by time. But at the same time, I also know that sometimes as we create, some of those things come through a little later and you start to see like, okay, so yeah, you can see how things are lining up. So I really love to be in a space with someone for at least 3 to 6 months. So that's what my ask is. If you decide to do the membership, is just to be committed to at least 3 months in the membership. Like I said, that's $44. You're going to get some other courses outside of just the $22 experience that we're doing right now. And then there's also the Miracle Oasis. That is like a signature program for it, where we go much deeper into surrender than we're even going in the YouTube videos and stuff that you're experiencing right now. So tons and tons of awesomeness coming, multiple ways to work with me. If you are interested in this experience, I haven't actually created or finished creating a page for it yet, but you can just come. If it the way that you can tell me that you're interested in this experience is just coming into the Miracles Realm, the free Miracles Realm. That's my way of me knowing that you're interested in one of these options, either the $22 program, the $44 membership, or, the Miracle Oasis later, or whatever the case is. But coming into the Miracles Realm, that is where we will be talking about all of this. I will be sharing things about it, and we will be moving into this energy together. But if you really want to get things moving, get the miracles and the millions moving that are meant for you this year, then the $22 experience or the $44 membership is where it's at. Okay. But you don't have to commit to anything today. Just coming into the Miracles Realm just lets me know that you want to know more, and I will definitely be sharing more with all of you very, very soon. Okay. So I just want you to know that I'm so excited to have you in the space with me. I'm going to get the page up as soon as possible so you guys can actually sign up for whatever experiences you want to sign up for. And I cannot wait to talk to you again very, very soon. Okay. Lots of love and miracles. Mwah.